It's been a while, so if any of you are wondering, which nah, I highly doubt, uh, if y'all are wondering, where is the part to what if Deku was Yuji? Yeah, so I kind of lost like all types of motivation to even do anything. Yeah, the amount of money I was wondering like, oh, where's the next part to what if Deku had Power some Destiny too? I'm not. I'm gonna be completely honest. That's discontinued. Um. Yeah, sorry, I was chewing on the vitamin, but yeah, that's discontinued. Um. It's mainly because of the fact that now that I look at it, it's gonna be kind of boring. It's gonna be what if Deku had elemental powers that if he could, and he just had just really strong. And he was borderline immortal. Um. Yeah, the only thing cool about that was gonna be the fact that he was gonna have void. But no, yeah, I just lost some revelation for that. So yeah, back to what if Deku was Yuji Part Two. Where we last left off, Deku had won in Heroes versus Villains. Um, so we're gonna skip over to where they're getting the permission slip signed to go to the USJ. So on the train to the USJ, should you and Kenan ask the question, who's the strongest in the class? Everyone's, what I'm saying, talking, trying to, what I'm saying, trying to come up with the answer, and somebody says, well, it has to be, it has to be like either Bakugo or Deku, and some people are like, yeah, it's gotta be Bakugo, and people are like, well, you know, didn't, I don't remember if I made what I had to fight against Bakugo and Dekugo, but I'm gonna just say Deku slammed the mess out of Bakugo, which I'm pretty sure I had him do. So, and if he didn't do it, he did do it. So, people were like, "Well, didn't Bakugo completely get washed by Deku though?" Like, I'm pretty sure Bakugo got slammed by Deku. Um, yeah, that's true. So they're going back and forth, and some people were like, "Well, it's got to be Todoroki, right? I mean, he did freeze over the entirety of the building." And we're like, "Well, yeah, that's true, but like, if we're being honest, if he were to go up against Deku, he'd probably lose since all he did was just freeze over the building." So they were still going over him, and Deku, he couldn't care less. Um, he's chilling, and Bakugo, being Bakugo, he's like, "Well, I'm obviously the strongest. Yeah, this and that, this and that." You know, Deku, he's just sitting there all nonchalant. So they get to the USJ, and same thing goes in canon. Hero 13 give the most boring speech, and My Hero unit and My Hero Academia ever like the most boring speech. It's literally just common sense, bro. um, but yeah, and then everything plays out like in canon. Villains pop up, they get teleported. Now Deku, he's in the water. Now, um, the things happen in canon. So he pulls him out. But this time, Deku, he doesn't have one for all. So he can't just jump in the air, punch at the water, and just make it whirlpool. No, he has to do something different. So Deku, and over the time, like over that week break, Deku, what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I had his arms started to act weird. What I'm saying? But now it's dang near like this. Except it's colored in, of course. It's like a little bit of red, the little thingies, like the little blade. If you do a research of Shinjaku Yuji, you'll see it. Or Shinjuku Yuji, Shinjuku Yuji manga. Search that up and you'll see what I'm talking about. His things, I'm gonna make them like they're fully out. And he's been practicing and stuff with them. But it's useless here since it's not cleave. It's not cleave. You can't just slash a deer. But he's like, all right, so we obviously, what I'm saying, it's kind of nothing we can do here. So what I'm gonna do, right? Uh, he's like, what's it, Froppy? He's like, Froppy, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna take some of them out, but Once I take out like, cause it's like about 30 guys in there, so Deku's like, once I take out like 5 people, pull me back up. Yeah, Froppy's like, all right, and Melinda's like, well, what do I do? Deku's like, I don't know, throw balls in the water, to catch a ball of them or something. So Deku, he jumps in. He starts taking out guys. Froppy's taking them up to get some water, not water, get some air. And they do that until they take all of them out, and now they're on land. And Deku, he's seeing Aizawa getting pummeled, so he was like, I gotta go help. But he starts running off. But before he can fully run off, he turns around and he sees Shigaraki about to grab Froppy in the face. Cause he did that in Canon where he put his hand through the portal. He's about to touch Froppy. So Deku, he turns around, blitzes Shigaraki, like grabs the Shigaraki's hand. He like cleaves it. You know what I'm saying? Because he has it's scissors, or it's called shrine. So I'm gonna say scissors. I'm gonna call it scissors. I'm rather call it scissors or either scissors or cleave. So he cleaves Shigaraki's hand. His hand is just messed up now. Looks like it's about to borderline fall off, like almost fall off. Since Shigaraki, man, that man dusty was. That man is dusty as what, bro? I don't know, man. That man just dusty. So what I'm saying, his arm cooked. So he runs back to over at Aizawa, and he punched the he punches a mess out of the Namu. Like he sees that thing not flying. It goes back like 5 meters. So he moves it a little bit. Yeah, he basically he just gets it off the Nomu. And he just gets the Nomu off of Aizawa. And Aizawa's cooked. I'm not gonna lie, that man is just pummeled like he was in Cat. Not as bad, but you know. What I'm saying, minus the elbow getting decayed because Shigaraki was too worried about Froppy to then Deku don't cleave his arm, so one of his arms is useless. So, the decaying on Aizawa's hand didn't happen. So, sorry, brain fart. So now, Deku and Anomu are scrapping. Deku, he's dodging as best he can. He's still getting hit because, bro, this is supposed to stack up to All Might, but not like Prime All Might. But yeah, he's basically finding like a weaker version of All Might right now. So he's dodging even to the best of his abilities. He gets some hits in, but they're useless. Nobody has shock absorption, so Deku, he slips a punch. He's like, I'm finna just slash at this thing. So he weaves the punch, and he embeds his hand in the Nomu's chest, and he just starts cleaving at it. Slashes appear all over the Nomu, albeit not strong slashes, but what I'm saying, it's basically like taking a katana and just cutting you. So, I mean, almost like half of that strength. So he's just slashing at the Nomu, and Nomu just reaches all that. He grabs Deku by his arm, he just punches him, sending him flying. Deku, he crashes into a wall. And, what I'm saying? His arm, like his whole rib cage is just busted. Like it's cracked all over the place. So he was getting up, he's hurt. And Aizawa, he's trying to fight the Nomu, but he's getting rocked too. And Deku was like, I gotta come up with something. So he rushes back in there. Aizawa and Deku are jumping the Nomu. And Aizawa using the crowd on Nomu. He took his shock absorption away. So Deku, he hits the Nomu in the chin full force. He breaks the Nomu's jaw and stuns it a little bit. And Deku, he charges up a punch, and he's imbuing Kurt's energy. And he unlocked his. I don't remember if I made him unlock it because I took like a week break from doing or whatever. But he imbues with Kurt's energy. Yeah, so over the week, what I'm saying, he got Kurt's energy. What I'm saying, he be training and stuff. So he imbues with Kurt's energy. He just smacks it in the face, breaking his beak a little bit. He sends him back a little bit. He's not letting up. He's just smacking it, hitting it in the face. He's doing he's doing types of combos. You know what I'm saying? Some haymakers, some you know what I'm saying? If it were any other person, they get CTE immediately, like off of the first punch. As a matter of fact, now they be dead by now. So Deku, he's just going crazy, and he's at a normal. Deku's about to go off for another punch, but the normal gets undone from that CTE blow, from that first CTE blow. So the normal, I'm saying, before Deku could get the punch off, the normal pummels Deku into the ground. He comes in, he kicks a normal in the face, does literally nothing. He gets slapped around like a rag doll. He gets thrown. And then Nomu, he's about to go in, like, smash Deku's face in, but Aizawa, he uses his scarf and he wraps Nomu's arm up with his scarf and he pulls back. Yeah, it gives Deku just enough time to get up. And he smacks Nomu in the face and he backs up. And Deku, you know what I'm saying, gets in this pose here. You know what I'm saying? So like the pose in the thingy in the thumbnail that you see. So he gets in this pose, and Denomu rushes him. He slips the first two punches, gets like scathed, and Deku, he was like, Deku was like, I'm about to put everything into this one. So he puts curse energy into it, and he just, you know, he punches Denomu, sends it back a little bit. And the next few punches the number's sending, like the number's sending these punches at full force, like full swing, you know what I'm saying, putting everything into it. So Deku, he's slipping these punches as best he can. Some of the punches is like connecting halfway, you know, it'll hit him, but Deku will he'll move back with the punch and dodge out of the way. Aizawa, he comes in, smacks the Nomu in the side of the head, stunning a little bit, and it gives Deku enough time to charge up a curse energy, charge up another punch. But this punch, Deku completely concentrates on it, and he makes perfect contact with the Nomu, and he hits a black flash. Because of the black flash, you need to be completely locked in to hit that. So Deku locks in on the punch, lands a black flash on a Nomu's chest. He sends it flying. So, you know, black flash is like, I'm pretty sure it's like a ×2, like a hit. So it's like a crit hit. So, you know what I'm saying, he crits the Nomu and sends the Nomu flying. Now the Nomu staggered a little bit. And Deku, he's running in, he's just hitting some combos. Basically, he grabs the Nomu, flings it. He grabs at the Nomu's face. He's slashing it and slashing at the Nomu's brain. Now that staggers it even more. You know what I'm saying? You need the brain to make your body function. So it staggers the Nomu even more. So Deku, he charges up another curse energy punch, and he's about to black flash it again. And Kirigiri sees this. He's like, not gonna let that hit again, because it'll probably kill the Nomu. So he makes a portal in front of the Nomu's face, and Deku, he almost caves Aizawa's head in, because the Kirigiri, he put a portal behind Aizawa's head, but Aizawa, he heard you know what I'm saying, he heard the curse energy that Deku was charging up, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna say it makes like a little sound, like a little it makes like a wind, it makes like a wind watery type of sound. So he heard that, he just about slipped it. You know what I'm saying, he got a cut on his cheek, but he just about slipped it. So Deku, he was like, what? So he pulls his hand back out of the portal, and the second he does it, the Nomu slaps Deku off of it. So Deku, he staggered, and, you know what I'm saying, Nomu does another punch, but Deku slips it, and he makes and Deku backs up, makes him distance. And Nomu charges at Deku, he slips it, he slips it, but, you know, the Nobu kicks him, he kicks that man. just like a bat, like a soccer ball or something, and then Nomu's about to rush in again, but oh my, he busts through. He's like, oh yeah, I'm here. Well, you know what I'm saying, mad as ever. So he completely blitzes Nomu, and they start going at it. And yeah, that the rest of that, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the squabble goes as canon. Um, yeah, so um, yeah, that's that. Um, yeah, so that's the rest of the USJ. Now I have my phone near the ground, so I hope it like picked it. I got my headset plugged in, so it should realistically be fine. I'm gonna have to come like whenever I post. I'm about to go to 15 minutes. um, but yeah. So they get a week break. Wait, I'm so stupid. You know, I'm not. I'm saying it. It sounds stupid because the reason why it sounds stupid because I said, you know, what I'm saying after the heroes versus villains, I said and like uh Deku he charged up a curse fist to hit the Nomu. I said over the week he's been like on the week break he's been learning his curse energy in his little arm like his shrine. They did not get no week break. I forgot. I'm so stupid. I'm just, you know, okay. I'm gonna say it like this. Like after school, Deku he would train his quirk. So over the week, I meant to say over the week he's been training his quirk or his little ability. Not yeah, his ability. It's not a quirk. I forgot. I didn't make it a quirk. He is the only one. He's the only one who has curse energy. No, I'm not giving no random people curse energy. But yeah, over the week he's been training his stuff. Not like over the week break. So you know what I'm saying. They give them the week break. So Deku, he goes, he trains his quirk. Um, he finds out that he has a very mild blood manipulation. Is it good? Heck no. It might as well not even be anything at that point. But he knows he has it, so he's training with it. Now after the week, his shrine ability is up a little bit. If he makes direct contact, he can basically chop your arm off. He can chop your limbs off. I mean, but it depends on how strong you are. His curse energy, his black flashes, he can really train those because I don't think you can do a black flash on inanimate objects. So I'm saying he just trained on like hitting perfect hits, like hitting perfect taps, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, his blood manipulation is like gone up a little bit. Um, it's it's almost to what we have to the blood manipulation usually has in a manga, but it might as well not be considered or anything. But it's up to the part where, but it's up to the point where he can like reconnect some of his fingers if they get chopped off. Not entire limbs yet, like just yet though. But yeah. So once um, they get back, and you know, Aizawa was like, all right, you know, yeah, so everybody's off a break, but we have you know, the USJ, not USJ, the sports festival. So everyone's stoked for that. Rock are doing that. Rock is doing her little, you know, are you ready? Are you ready? You know what I'm saying? And trying to pump everybody up. So everyone's pumped for this. And, you know, they're getting ready. So, so they call out, they're calling out everybody. You know, class 1A, class 1B. And Midnight, she's calling up to the number one to give the speech. Now I'm pretty sure I made Deku get first place in the thingy. So Deku, he's going up, he's giving a speech, and he's like, he gives like you know a little cool little speech and stuff. Um, and he declared, but he's like, yeah, I hope y'all do y'all best, but I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I'm gonna win. It's not even gonna be close. So he gets everybody hyped up. And class 1B is like, oh my gosh, average class, average class 1A, da da da, this and that. So they start off with the race, right? And Todoroki, he freezes everybody there, and he makes like a big old wall. But he makes like a big old wall. But Deku, being as strong as he is, he gets his feet out the ice. And he just starts running. He's running, and he puts his hand on the wall. He completely slices that thing up. Well, not like all of it, not like the entire wall, but he slashes like a big portion of it. So he gets through. He's running. Shoot, he's breaking the robots and stuff. Get their mind. Yeah, he's breaking. Basic. Yeah. So he just gets over there. I'm not gonna go through the entirety of that single portion. So I'm gonna say he gets like, freak some. Wait. He gets like third place. Third, maybe fourth. Shoot, yeah, I'm probably gonna give him like fourth place, cause he is he is super strong, but like, you know, uh, doesn't mean he's fast. Cause we've seen in if you manga spoilers in the, I mean, I don't even know why you watching this. I mean, man, I don't think he care that you get spoiled, that you get manga spoiled. But manga spoiler, this is gonna be pretty quick, so I can skip ahead probably like 30 seconds or something. Yeah, in the manga, Sukuna, when they were fighting Yuji and Yuta, when they were fighting, Sukuna wanted to test their speed. Their speed did not change at all. They were still like at the same speed. I think Yuta's a little bit higher, but so they're like the same. He's like, I'm gonna make him like Deku full cowling, like 15%, I guess, type of speed. If if I'm gonna do that, I'll make him get like second place, I guess. Like, yeah, second place. He gets second place. So he's pretty fast. The way he got second place though, he was like, it'd be pretty funny if I were to grab like 3 mines and just jump on him to propel himself. So he grabbed 3 mines. He jumped on it. He just propelled himself. He propelled himself. Now it was like 3 mines, so it's not like 37 mines or however many mines he had in the cannon. So he propelled himself. He got second place because he still is Deku's pretty smart. So he got second place. He almost got third, but he got second. So they start the cavalry battle, and I'm skipping over there because that is the worst little, like that's the worst portion of the entire event. I'm not gonna lie. That event was so stupid. Um, yeah. um, if you wanna do something a little special thinking for that specific part, you can think about something. I don't know, but just make Deku win that. Just make Deku win in there or something, man. I don't know. We're skipping over that part, but we'll get to the 1v1s. Um, and you know what I'm saying? Deku, he's pretty cool with the whole class. So the tail dude, he walks up to Deku, and he was like, that dude with the purple hair. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Dude with the purple hair. He has like a brainwash type of quirk where if you respond to him, you'll get under his control. Dick was like, huh, okay, I'll keep it in mind. Before the dude walks off, he was like, do not respond to him. Whatever he says is not true. Dick was like, I got it. So Deku, he walks up and Shinso, yeah, so Shinso walks up to, and Midnar's like, fight. And this man Shinso, he just starts talking crap immediately. Um, yeah, so Shinso, he's talking crap. Telling him, oh, you're lucky to be born with such a strong quirk. Da 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 da. And hold on, give me a sec. He's just talking. Like, oh, you're so lucky to be born with a strong quirk. This, that. And Deku, he's just not responding. Because, he took advice from the tail dude. And Shinso, he's just, you know what I'm saying? Give me a sec, cause I'm, uh, yeah, okay. So Deku, he's just not responding, and Shinso said something that aggravates him. He was like, "Oh, you've like, uh, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I take that back. Wasn't nothing he would say to aggravate him. So he's like, you know, like, you're pink. You got pink. You got bright little pink hair. It makes you look stupid. I'm gonna be honest." And Deku, he was like, hmm. He's not responding. So, uh, he starts walking forward because Deku, he's not stupid in this one. In this one, 'cause I don't like, bro. Despite being told don't say nothing to this man, he has a mind control quirk. He still says something that's kind of stupid to me. So Deku, he's walking forward, and Shinso, he was like, ah, he's just chatting. He realizes it doesn't work, so he rushes forward. And the entirety of one day was like, oh, he's fried, because everybody knows Deku. You know what I'm saying? One of Deku's weaknesses is range, close quarters combat. You're basically just gonna get folded over. You're just gonna get bent over a table. Like, bro, you like Deku's just gonna put his meat on the table, and you're the table. So, Shinso making a grave mistake of rushing Deku. He throws some punches. Deku is slipping all of these. And Shinso, he tries to do like a cheap blow, and at Deku's crotch. Deku, he dodges that. No, because Shinso, he kicked at him, and Deku, once he saw that kick, he slipped it. He swept Shinso's leg. But before Shinso could fall, Deku grabbed him by his neck, threw him up, and punched him in the chest, sending Shinso flying to the wall. And he hit the grass and he lost. And Deku, he walked up to Shinso, and Shinso was like, you Sean, da da da. He just starts talking crap. And Deku was like, you got a pretty strong quirk. The only thing holding it back is you, bro. You gotta work on you gotta work on, what I'm saying? You gotta get strong. Because you're holding your quirk back. And Deku was like, look at me, man. Like, my quirk, it's I got like, what, curse energy that enhances my punches. And like, what, these weak slashes that like, does like, it's just katana slashes. But I can only do it up close. Dude, if I could do range, I wouldn't have to worry about all this. But my junk is close quarters. So I gotta work on being I gotta work on being like a close quarters combat type of person. Like, if I were to have my quirk, if I were to have like just this quirk and just be weak, then I might as well just be useless. So he's like, right, you gotta train. Can't just have like a quirk and just not do nothing with it. So Shinso, he was like, whatever. What I'm saying? He takes it to heart. So next round, da da da, blah blah blah. We don't care about them dudes. So, Deku versus Todoroki. And Deku was like, I'm gonna have a lot of trouble with this. One of my weaknesses is one of my mild weakness. People think like, what I'm saying, he still has like a big weakness to like range and stuff. Because like that's the conclusion people came to since he's close quarters. But Deku's like, I got a mild weakness against range. Because Deku, he can get a lot of range pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? So Deku was like, I'm gonna have to use my shrine technique. So the battle starts, and Todoroki, does a big old glacier, and Deku, he puts his guard up. You know what I'm saying? He puts a cross guard up, or yeah, he puts a cross guard up, and not a cross. He just blocks the attack, right? But just know he has his hands out. Just he has his hands out so he can use his strength technique. So the ice completely engulfs him. At midnight, it's about to say, what I'm saying? She's about to count down. But the ice started. They hear something. They just hear like ice breaking and slash sound effects, or not sound effects, but they hear slash sounds and stuff. And it's Deku. He broke out of the ice with his strength technique. He's like, they took like a little bit of Chris energy out of me, but I'm fine. So Deku, he rushes at Todoroki. Todoroki tries to send out like an ice glacier, but Deku, he grabs the glacier. Like not a glacier, but he's like a little ice spike. Well, not an ice spike, but he sends some ice out. He sends some ice out at Deku, and it's like a little bit of ice. It's like some ice. Deku, he grabs the ice, does a spin move, uses for some curse energy, and just throws it at a Todoroki in his arm, and like what I'm saying, breaks, not breaks, but it breaks on, like the ice breaks on impact, but it damages Todoroki's what I'm saying, damages his rib cage. Um, so yeah, Deku, he's running at Todoroki. He punches him in the face. Todoroki, he slips his other punch, but Deku wanted him to slip that. So Deku could, cause the punch he threw, it was like a left. It was like a left, and Todoroki he dodged to the right. Deku he wanted him to do that so he can palm Todoroki inside of his face, and he grabbed Todoroki. He slammed him to the ground, and after he slammed Todoroki into the ground, he kicked him up, jumped in the air, um, and he grabbed Todoroki by his legs, and he slammed him. He threw him at the ground. Todoroki, the second he hit the ground, he threw some ice at Deku, and Deku he slipped it. Well, not slipped it. Yeah, he ain't slipped that because he's airborne. So he gets hit by the ice. He gets sent in the air. And Deku, he's free falling now. It's like, okay, what am I gonna do here? So he starts. He just, what I'm saying. He just starts. Shit, what does he do? Yeah, he just starts like bolting down. You know what I'm saying? He's in the ship. He's in the ship. He starts spinning. You know what I'm saying? And Todoroki, he gets out of the way, and he sees Deku. Deku crashes in the ground. Now they're in the middle of the ring, so there's smoke like in the middle of the ring, and the ring is like bigger than it is in canon, like a little bit bigger. So Deku, he jumps, he dashes out of the cloud, like the smoke and stuff. And Todoroki, he sees this, and he throws like an ice glacier at it, and like he throws like a big one too. So the people in the stands, they can they can just feel the ice coming off, like the, what I'm saying, the little thing, like the little ice. Yeah, they can just feel the ice coming off of it, right? So midnight, she doesn't call like that. Then she submits, and he's like, oh, "Are you gonna start counting?" And I was like, "Nah, look." And Deku, he's behind Todoroki, and Todoroki's like, "What? How?" And Deku, he like just throws not a black flash. I was gonna say a black flash. Somebody killed that man, but he throws like just like a borderline CTE punch. It doesn't give him CTE, but it would have if Deku didn't hold back on it. So he just punches the mess out of Todoroki, and he hits the ice, and he just completely shatters it. So Todoroki was like, "How? I thought I hit you with that." And Deku was like, "Yeah, you thought you did, but when I crashed down, I had grabbed it was a tile. I grabbed a piece of a towel, and I chucked it at you. And while it was still in the smoke, and you thought it was me, but it wasn't." And Todoroki was like, "Oh, I'm gonna win this. There's nothing you can do. You might as well give up now." And Deku, he's like, "You're not gonna win if you only use just your ice, man. I mean, like, can you see yourself? Half your body is just frostbit. Not frostbit. It's like half your body is just ice, man. Like, it's like frost. Like half his body's almost frosted over." Deku's like, "Bro, you gotta use your flames. I know you have them. Use them." Deku and Todoroki is like, "I'm not gonna use my flames. I'm not gonna use his quirk." And Deku was like, "His?" And Todoroki just starts going on this spiel. And Deku was like, "Wah, wah, wah. All I hear is just a dude with daddy issues." Dude, it's your quirk, man. It's your quirk. You got half hot, half cold. That man over there got hellfire. Like, what is you tripping over? That is literally your quirk. And he basically in short, he calls Todoroki stupid. He should be using his fire. It's his quirk. So Todoroki, he gets the realization that this man, he's kind of stupid. So he starts using his flame quirk. And Deku was like, I don't know why I did that. I might have just sold myself. But Deku was like, yeah, no matter. I'll just win. So Todoroki, he sends out an ice glacier. Deku slips it, but that's what Todoroki wanted him to do. So Todoroki, he sends out like just a straight blaze at Deku. Deku, he starts taking it, and he was like, it burns. But Deku, he was like, I gotta get to him. So he just starts running through the fire, and he starts running through the fire. Todoroki, he's still blazing because he thinks Deku's still back there. But Deku, he grabs at Todoroki's arm. Todoroki was like, "Yeah, I believe he could do that." So he's about to send out a glacier at Deku point blank, but Deku, he just completely, yeah. Y'all seen? What do I make him do here? Okay, so he grabs at Todoroki, right? He knees him in the chest before he could do anything, and Todoroki, he's staggered. He gets up, he's about to throw like just a he's about to throw fire and ice at him. Well, he's gonna try to at least. But he's about to throw some fire at him. At Deku, before Todoroki can even get the fire off, Deku, he uppercuts Todoroki, but before the uppercut can send him flying. Now he hits Todoroki in the chin, right? And while Deku's hand is still on Todoroki's chin, he with his left hand, Deku with his right hand, he just completely pummels the top of his head in. And Deku, he just starts loading a barrage of punches at Todoroki. He grabs the Todoroki side, cleaves it, and he just hits that man with a haymaker, sending Todoroki flying. And Todoroki, he's like, I'm about to end this off with one blow. And Deku was like, I can't let that happen. So Deku, being the powerhouse that he is, he complete with all his strength, Chris energy imbued as well, slams out the ground, completely uprooting the entirety of the thing. Todoroki, he's airborne, and Deku, he dashes at Todoroki, jumping off some debris, and Todoroki unleashes like a big old blaze of fire. Deku going through it, some of his body gets scathed. He hits Todoroki with a in the stomach with a black flash. Now it doesn't kill Todoroki since Deku, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I don't know if he can hold back on a black flash, but I'm gonna make it so Deku, he held back on that one. Yeah, actually, never mind. Yeah, he just hits Todoroki with a black flash. It's gonna take him like a week or two to recover from that. So Deku, he hits Todoroki with a black flash. He gets sent flying. Yeah, he hits the ground. He loses. So Deku still airborne. He screams, yeah! Or something like that. I don't know, man. He's just whatever victory pose you want him to do, he does it. I don't know, man. But yeah, a fight with Bakugo. Yeah, he's fighting with Bakugo, and Bakugo was like, yeah, all those times that we lost in those fights, it's about time I pay you back. And Deku was like, whatever you say, net complete. So Bakugo, he takes offense to that. So before Midnight can even say go, this man Bakugo's already on Deku's head, and he throws and Bakugo, he's been training, you know what I'm saying? He studied boxing, so he throws a right straight at Deku. Deku slips it, and Bakugo, he throws a right hook. Deku slips that too, and Bakugo, you know what I'm saying? Since he saw Deku like hit the limbo on his punch, so Bakugo, he took offense to that, so he's about to punch at Deku while Deku's like in the limbo pose, but Deku, he puts his hand on the ground, completely, you know what I'm saying, slips Bakugo's punch, and while Deku's in a pose, he kicks Bakugo. Basically, how do I explain this? Like when you see the anime characters, they're doing flips, and they hit the ground, and they have like both of their hands on the floor, and they got their legs in the air, and they kick back. Basically, Deku, he slips the punch by making, man, forget explaining that. Basically, he slips Bakugo's punch, and he just kicks him with both of his feet in the face, right? So Bakugo, he gets sent in the air. He's airborne. Deku, he's about to rush at him. So he's midair, about to punch the mess out of Bakugo. Bakugo, he he yeah, I'm having a major brain fart. But he explodes Deku in the face, and Deku he gets sent crashing back to the ground. And Bakugo he takes his time to just start unloading explosions at him. But Deku, the second he hit the ground, he already moved out the way. So Bakugo just throwing explosions out of nothing, at like nothing. So Bakugo, he's just midair. He sees the he's just seeing like the debris and stuff, and it's clear Deku's not there. And Deku, Bakugo's like, where is he? Where's that Deku? And Deku, he's right under this man. He grabs Bakugo by his legs. He just spins him like a cyclone. He just throws him, just chucks that man at the ground. Bakugo makes like a little crater in the ground with some, and Deku he starts falling, and he gets up. He hits this pose again in the thumbnail. And Bakugo he gets in like a little pose, like a little boxing pose, and they rush at it. And Deku was like, "Yeah, y'all them explosive, but you can't beat me hand to hand." And Bakugo was like, "Say none." So they start going at each other. They're throwing punches. And Deku, Deku's been studying boxing too. So he was like, "I'm about to mock this man." In this world, Hajime no Ippo exists. So Deku he gets in a peekaboo stance. He just starts slipping his punches. He just starts weaving. He starts hitting that Dempsey roll, and you just hear turbines. And Bakugo's like, I've seen this before. So he steps in. Deku, he weaves it. He weaves that step in, and he just hits that man with that heaviest right hook of doom. He hits that man with the right hook of doom. So he caves Bakugo's skull in. He doesn't actually cave it in, you know what I'm saying? Man, he might as well have did, bro. Bakugo, that man got CTE. He's staggered. That man, yeah, he got a concussion or something, man. I forgot. But yeah, this man, he got a concussion. He can't feel much. So Deku, he's like, alright, bet. So he dashes in, his Bakugo, uppercuts Bakugo, grabs his leg, slam him, kick him forward, like a ragdoll, and he blitzes over there, grabs Bakugo by his chest, cleaves him. Bakugo was like, get off of me. So he throws a big old explosion at Deku. Deku was like, forget that. So before Bakugo could throw his explosion, Deku he put his hand over Bakugo's hand. They lock hands, and the explosion just it's just smoke. And while Deku has his hands interlocked with Bakugo's, he just swings. He just starts slamming Bakugo all over the place. And the reason why Deku's going so crazy on Bakugo is because Deku in this one, he really hates bullies. So he just starts slamming Bakugo all over the place. And he slams him one time. He stomps on his chest. And Bakugo, he just unloads like all the explosions he can. He gets Deku off him. And Bakugo, this man is seeing triple. So he was like, forget it all. So he starts flying up in the air. Deku was like, can't fight me down here, huh? So you gotta say, Deku's like, he's raging, man. He's like, oh, you scared? You can't fight me down here. And Bakugo was like, shut up. So he does a, you know what I'm saying? He's charging up a house or impact. So he crashes. He's about to crash down at Deku. But Deku, you know what I'm saying? Before Bakugo and Bakugo, he's about to launch an explosion at him. You know what I'm saying? To increase the damage of the house or impact. Deku, he grabs Bakugo by the face, and he just punches that man so hard in the chest. He punched him so fast. It looked like he punched him real fast. So it looked like one punch, but it was actually like three. So he punches Bakugo in the chest like 3 times, and to end it off, he throws Bakugo up in the air, and he jumps in the air and he kicks the mess out of him in the face, and he sends Bakugo flying. He hits the ground, and yeah, now Bakugo's knocked out. So Deku he wins the sports wrestle. Yeah, that's the whole sports wrestle event. It took me 44 minutes. It usually takes people like like probably about 10 minutes, but yeah, so they take like a week break, another week break. They took another week break because Deku he was giving people CT, but yeah, they take a little break. But the other reason why they took another week break was for all the interns and stuff that like come in. Like little intern thingy jigs like to come in. So everyone's healed up and stuff. So Deku, you know what I'm saying? Before they do the internships, they were like come up with the hero name, and everyone's coming up their hero name. And Deku was like, "What the freak do I come? What's my hero name gonna be?" Um, Deku, he's sneaking, and whatever name you want him to come up with, just throw in like a random name. I don't know, man. uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his hero name would be. What the world is going on much here? But he has a hero name. So yeah, I don't know what to make for his hero name. So come up with something. And yeah, just come up with something. And that's his hero name. Whatever you're thinking of is his hero name. So yeah. So Deku, you know what I'm saying, guys, like this is my hero name. But for now, it's a placeholder. It's Yuji. Yeah, so he comes up. That's his hero name, and they get the internships. And Deku, you know what I'm saying. He interns with. Man, shoot, I don't even freaking know. Cause like, who'd he intern with? There's nobody to intern with, cause he's already a master in hand-to-hand combat. And ain't nobody got no quirk like his. So I guess he'll just intern with Aizawa to learn the scarf. You know what I'm saying? He interns in there with Shinso as well. And in this one, Ida, he gets crippled. Like I'm not gonna make him die or anything, but Ida, he gets crippled. So Deku, he was like, oh man, that's tough. So you know what I'm saying? Ida, he can't be a hero no more. So Deku, he was like, whoever this hero killer is, I'll find him. So Deku, you know what I'm saying, he's low-key upset. So he goes out, he's just searching, you know what I'm saying, and he sees the hero killer in action. And he jumps down he jumps down and stops the hero killer from killing another hero. And he was like, yo, what are you doing? And hero killer's like, he was like, oh, you're that kid from the sports festival. And Deku, he's in this little fit. And so Deku, he's like, yeah, I am that kid from the sports festival. What are you doing? Why are you trying to kill this hero? He was like, his hero is a fake hero. You know that he goes on his little spiel, and Deku was like, yeah, that's cool, yeah, okay, but you're going about this the wrong way. Like, you're over here killing heroes. Like, they might not all be good heroes, but they're still, you know, like stopping villains. You know, it's crazy that you're killing heroes, but you're not trying to kill the villains. It's like, that doesn't make sense. And the hero killer, he was like, he's like, you don't know what you're talking about. And Deku was like, yeah, whatever, bro, I'm gonna just have to fight you because you done crippled one of my you done crippled like a future hero. And he's like, oh, you're talking about that Genium kid. But he's like, you're talking about that kid with the engines. I was like, yeah, I'm talking about the kid with the engines. So Deku, he gets in a pose. He was like, and I'm gonna stop you from killing this man here. So Stain is like, I like to see you try. He throws two knives at Deku. Deku, he slips it, and he's rushing at the hero killer. And the hero killer, they just start going at it. Deku, he's dodging punches. You know, he has a scarf now, so he throws a scarf at what's it called? Stain. He wraps it around Stain. He's bringing him in, but Stain cuts it. Stain cuts the scarf, but it doesn't matter because he's already airborne. So Stain, he tries to swipe at Deku. Deku, he ducks the swipe, and he hits Stain like he caves Stain's chest in. And Stain, he's coughing up. He's like, oh, you're strong, but you're not fast enough. And he was like, you're strong, but you're not fast enough. Deku was like, yeah, whatever. And he gets cut short because Stain, he had he was able to swipe a little bit of, he was able to swipe his cheek, and he licks the blood, and Deku now he's stunned. So Deku, so Stan's like, I'll kill you. So Deku, being as strong as he is, he starts you know what I'm saying? He gets up, and Stain's about to swipe at him, but Deku he dodges it, but he almost didn't. So Deku, he's fighting the Core Cup, he fully fights it off. And Stain was like, what? How'd you fight off? How did you? He stops midway and he just eats a knuckle sandwich. So he gets sent flying a little bit. He was like, oh, this is annoying. And Deku, he grabs one of the knife's blades that's off the ground. It's like a little knife. So he puts in a reverse grip. And they're going at it. Deku, they're clashing. Sting tries to swipe at Deku again to get some of his blood. Deku, he ducks it, but he fully ducks it this time. Because last time, he slightly weaved it. Because he's died one connect. But now Deku, he's fully weaving these swipes. And Deku, he was like, I'm gonna have to faint him. So, Deku, he has full killing intent. So, he throws a fake jab. But Stain, he thought he threw that jab at him. So, he blocked for no reason. And Deku, he's already loading up a punch. So he caves Stain's chest again, but this time it was a black flash. He sends Stain flying. Now their fight was looking kind of loud since it's blades clashing together. And it was already kind of loud since they were hitting the ground and stuff. So Deku sends that man flying. And Stain he crashes into the wall. And this man's borderline, so he can't do anything. So, yeah. I was trying to, yeah, sorry, I had a break. I was trying to see if Aizawa was near Hosu at the time when the thing was happening. Let's see. I don't know if he was there or not. Yeah, I don't know if he was there or not. Hold on, give me a second. Unfortunately, I cannot pause this. Can I? Alright, I'm back and I have to research. Yeah, Aizawa was not there, so Deku, and what happens. Yeah, so after Deku, made, after Deku made, what's it called, Stain crashed to the wall. The police were called because they were fighting in the alleyway, and this was near like a house. So people called the police and said, hey, there's something going on in the alleyway. So Deku, he hears that, and not wanting to get in trouble, the second he hears them, he checks on Stain. Stain's knocked out, He got his chest caved in like twice. The second time was a whole black flash. So Deku, he starts climbing the walls. He's jumping from wall to wall. He's gone. Like, he didn't leave a trace. And Deku, he had a hoodie on because he did not want his hair to be, he did not want nothing to be seen. Yeah, he not a hoodie. Yeah, he had a hoodie and like a mask on. And the mask, I'm gonna make the mask like the visor mask. It's that soldier's dude mask. If you've seen it, if you've seen Bleach, it looks like a hockey mask, kind of. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. All right, yeah, it's this one right here. It's something. Yeah, it was this one. This is the one he had on. So yeah, he had that on. He did not want anybody to find him. So yeah, back to it. Yeah, so this sort now the Deku, he's watching the news and stuff, and yeah, well, nah, I'm gonna say they got a TV in there. Say they get a TV in there, like at the top right, for when for when class, but like before class starts. Yeah, so it's just like da da da. Stain, the hero killer Stain has been taken down by this mysterious man. Uh, and it basically just shows Deku in like a weird old black, like complete black fit with like a with like a purple hoodie on and the hockey mask. And people are like, I wonder who that guy is. I don't know, man. He was like, I don't know, bro, but he looked like a hobo or something. And Deku was like, ooh, ooh, thank God I cut that atrocious fit in my closet. So, um, yeah, that happened. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, they're going over in class and stuff, and yeah, that's it for this what if. Cause I completely forgot what happens after this. I think it's the I forgot what it's called, but the you know what I'm saying, you know what event happens next. So yeah, stay tuned for part two. Not part two, but stay tuned for part three. I'll talk to y'all later.